Hybrid athletes, thanks for tuning in for another video. Be sure and check out my sponsor, Anderson Powerlifting. It's got some great items over there, guys. Most of the items you see in the videos that I'm wearing. Even some comments have been people asking for a good sleeve for elbow as well as knee support. Highly recommend the SBD knee sleeves, both for your knee sleeve as well as the elbow sleeves. Those are definitely the best out on the market, in my opinion. I've tried all the brands from Rhea Band on down to cheaper brands, and those definitely give you the most support. I'd say the most bang for your buck as well. It's also got some other great items there, from straps to powerlifting belts, all sorts of things, that chalk that you could need. He's got it there, guys. So in today's video, the first exercise we come to, I'm doing here strict shoulder presses. We're doing 10 reps today, so you'll see 10s on everything. I think that's like 135. We may go up to 155. I can't exactly remember. And then you'll see here Wendell, he's doing more of a push press. So he's kind of getting, more of his total body involved. Getting a little more leg drive to push the weight up. So either way, it's fine. It's just basically getting the weight, up over your head, however you can. And probably a little bit later, as I get tired, I'll probably start using more of a push press motion myself. I just try and do strict presses as, I think they help a little bit more. But definitely, when you're doing, 30, 40 reps, even, 25 pounds can get heavy after a while. So guys, you also just saw my other sponsor, USP Labs. I'm sure most of you know them anyway, but they definitely have the greatest products as far as supplements. Probably one of their more popular is the Jack 3D, which I definitely use before almost every workout. Definitely if it's going to be a heavy workout, I make sure I get it in. Other things I like about them are the test powder. I think that's a great product. Definitely helps you as far as leaning out. I've been taking it recently, having great results with that. And also like the Prime for strength. So I'll do a supplement review a little bit later on some of their products, so you guys can kind of hear how they've helped me and affected me in my training. So here we're actually converted over to some upright rows. This is definitely not something that I do often, so that weight was a little bit heavy for me. So guys, when you're training, if you're training with somebody else and maybe they're stronger than you, or just it's different exercises than you're used to doing, kind of you have to push your ego aside sometime, and you might have to lighten the weight up, or even adjust. So for me, I do have some shoulder problems, so rather than risking it or even lightening the weight up, just as far as the time's sake, I just basically switched over to doing upright rows in the Smith machine. It keeps it just keeps everything in line with the Smith machine, and I think I feel it a little bit better in there as well for me. So another sponsor I think that you saw earlier was also the King Kong bag, and you can check their items out at kingkongbag.com. You'll see in the videos I usually carry their bags, as well as if you've ever seen me. Some of you saw me in the airport. I always have their bags. They're the greatest bags ever. I mean, they never break. I can check them in, carry them on. Either way, they're all my stuff remains intact. So I definitely recommend the bag. I personally prefer the book bag, but the duffel bag works great as well. I just like to carry things on my back, rather than having to kind of hold a duffel bag or put it over my shoulder, but that's just a preference of me. As well as there's a place for my laptop, as I always have it, so it works out well for me. So next we have reverse dumbbell flies. Another exercise. I have done this before, but I don't do it often. So again, I kind of lightened the weight a little bit. I think he went up on these. I did go up a little bit later, I believe, but you know, just to make sure that I get the right form and right motion. You know, I always try and go a little bit lighter at first, because you can always go up in weight. You know, if you get the right form and technique down in the beginning, then you can always increase the weight. You know, it's just when you try and start out super heavy, then you develop bad form and technique, and then those things, they kind of carry over. You know, it's harder to switch back after you developed a bad habit, you know. So I'd say, you know, on any exercise that you're mimicking somebody else or learning from, whether it's, you know, there in person or if you're watching a video, you know, you don't go out there and try and go at 120% on the first reps. You know, warm up to it, learn it, and then adjust. The last exercise of the day, we did overhead dumbbell tricep extensions. Another exercise that I've done before, but it's been a long time, so again, I just ease my way into it and work my way up. I actually am pretty strong on here, so I adjust it pretty quickly here, and that'll be the case with some exercises, but with others, you know, I'll stay light. So it's all about, you know, listening to your body and how you feel. I mean, you know, competition is always good, but you've got to, you know, keep things within reason. So guys, last sponsor was Renaissance Periodization, and they handle all my meal planning. So if you're in the market for that, definitely look those guys up there. As always, guys, leave your comments, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.
I'm in the gym right now, so I haven't been checking my email. It's okay, baby. I'll call you back in a little bit. But I'm listening to the system.